The right shoulder in golf is one of the most important parts of the golf swing. In my opinion, it's one of the main reasons why amateurs come over the top. So first of all, we're going to go over what internal and external rotation of that shoulder is, and we'll simplify it to, if you're losing an arm wrestle, that right shoulder would be externally rotated. If I'm winning an arm wrestle, I would be internally rotated in that right shoulder. I would say more often than not, amateurs are internally rotating that right shoulder in transition and that shaft gets steep. So again, there is no right and wrong, many different variations. You can be external, you can be internal. Try it, experiment. So external rotation at the top would look very much like a Jason Duffner, where that right elbow is pointing towards the ground. I've max externally rotated that right shoulder, and from there that shaft is already in a shallow position where I can just go ahead and use my body rotation. Internal rotation, on the other hand, would be more this chicken wing look, like a Henrik Stenson or even a Jack Nicklaus, who have that arm more up like that. That right shoulder is internal. The elbow is not pointing down at the ground. It's much more in this chicken wing position. And then there's somewhere in between both of those. But this motion where guys are getting a little bit more chicken wing, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It actually gives you more range of motion to shallow it out in transition. So if I chicken wing it slightly on the way up, notice how now I can very easily drive that right elbow forward, go external, and notice how that's influencing the shaft, shallowing it out. So although I don't care about whether you're external or internal or somewhere in the middle, at the top, what I do care about is if that shaft is in a nice shallow position on the way down so that you can use your body rotation effectively. If you're max external at the top and your first move on the way down, that shaft really steepens, it may be a very viable option to try to actually chicken wing it slightly, leave more range of motion, and see what your body does when you begin to rotate. See if it naturally falls in and lays down for you. So again, experiment, try it. There is no right and wrong. I've told guys to go external at the top. I've told guys to go internal at the top. Then again, there's guys that are shallowing more with their left arm. Some guys shallowing more with their right arm. Some guys like right-sided thoughts, some guys like left-sided thoughts. You can say the same thing 5 different ways, and each individual is going to hear it a different way. What is important is experimentation. Try it. See how the shaft is responding to these different positions. What I do care about, though, is that you don't get that left arm sucked in very low across your body and that right arm very retracted behind you. Because from that position, you're very limited to what you can do. From this position, that right shoulder, now it can only internally rotate. You can't externally rotate it from that deep behind you. Very difficult, because that right shoulder is pinched internally. If you get that right arm a little bit more in front, many more options, as now you can move external with that right shoulder. So understanding the different options, very important to your golf game. Understanding the importance of this right shoulder, very important. And just give it some experimentation. See if you like a little bit more of a chicken wing so that shaft shallows, or see if you like setting it external and just holding that external pressure as you rotate. Again, remember, no right and wrong. It takes experimentation. See what works best for you. As Arnold Palmer would say, swing your own swing. Good luck.